Alright, YouTube, coming back today with a bit of a... What up, YouTube? Today, this video is going to be a little bit all over the place. Just want to touch on a couple of things that I'm doing that I don't want you guys to try to copy. First thing is going to be my substrate. I've got maybe 5-6 inches of diggable substrate in here, and I'm diggable substrate is a stretch for what I've got going. It's just Eco Earth and wood shavings, so don't use that. This mix sucks. It was a test run for this. This is going to be, by the way, this is a temporary cage. I'm converting my garage to my reptile room, so when that happens, this cage is going to get empty. These guys are going to go into some big ass enclosures that are going to be in my garage. So I just want to let you guys know that, so you don't copy that and try to copy what I do to a T. You know, like I said, temporary cage. Those issues are going to be fixed. It was a test run with the substrate to see how the compaction was on that mix, and it's terrible. So don't use it. Don't look at my videos and use my substrate mixture. Get yourself 2 feet of good diggable sandy soil and use that. At least 2 feet, more if you know, if you can, but at least bare minimum 2 feet. Something that's going to hold a burrow. And this is pretty common knowledge. You know, I didn't really feel like I needed to address that. And until someone brought it to my attention, I didn't feel like I needed to put it on a video, because it's on damn near every website you look at for monitor care. So, but since it was addressed by one of my subscribers, and thanks, I appreciate that. You were right. I should definitely let people know not to copy everything that I do. And the second issue, so moving on, the second issue is going to be Odin's weight, my black throat monitor's weight. He's chunky as shit. He's getting fat, and it's due to me overfeeding him. That's my fault. Something that I did that I'm not too worried about, because I know how to slim them down. That's not that big of a deal. I've had black throats in the past. When it becomes a problem in my eyes, and feel free to correct me if I'm wrong, if it can be an acute you know, problem starter, then let me know about that. But here's the way I look at it. And in the wild, they're going to have periods of time where food is super abundant. Where food is just everywhere, and they're eating like crazy, and they're bulking up. Then later that year, they're gonna have periods of time when food's way less abundant, and they're gonna slim down. So in the wild, they may never get that fat though. So, but you know, who knows? Anyways, the problem's gonna happen with their livers. They're gonna get fatty deposits on their livers. It's called fatty liver disease. So if your monitor, you know, starts to get too fat, don't panic and freak out and say, oh my god, my monitor's got fatty liver disease, he's gonna die. It's not gonna happen right away. Something that's gonna happen over time, but you can chip years off your monitor's life by keeping them overweight. So if your monitor starts to get overweight, you start noticing that he doesn't have those, I believe they're called lateral folds. Don't quote me on that. If the sides of his stomach doesn't look kind of wrinkly, like an old man's throat, like a real old man's throat, then then your monitor's probably a little bit on the chunky side. If his skin always looks super tight, if he looks like a balloon that's about to pop, chances are he's overweight. If their tail is super fat, they'll store a lot of stuff in their tail. So their tail should always be brown, but it shouldn't be obese. So yeah, that's just some of the issues that I had with my cage. And another thing I wanted to touch on is cage cleanliness. I just finished spot cleaning my cage out, and I don't swap out all the bedding every time I clean the cage. That's usually going to be, you know, every couple months, if that, because these guys are so clean. Not clean, but Odin defecates in the far back right corner where I have a pile of sand every time. That's the only place he goes to the bathroom, or in his water, and the water's getting changed daily. Loki up top here, he's going to do the same thing in his water every time. He never goes anywhere else in his cage, I promise you. So his cage stays fairly clean. There's not poop everywhere, because I'm cleaning the water every day. And that's another thing I wanted to touch on is daily water cleaning. When you're doing your cleaning of your water bowls, wash them with soap and water. Don't just wipe them out. Don't just dump out the water that's in there and immediately fill it back up, because clearly there could be some remnants of fecal matter, whatever that's in there, and that can create a nasty habitat for germs, viruses, bacteria, molds, all kinds of stuff. So clean your water bowls real well. I like to take them out to the hose, and don't clean them inside your house. Never take, even if you got a small water bowl that you could wash in the sink, as far as size goes, these things, I don't have a choice, I have to take them outside. But I would never wash my reptiles water bowls inside my house, not in the kitchen sink, not in the bathroom sink. If you got a wash sink in your garage, then that's all good, do that. But take it out to the hose. That's what I do. And I use an organic, eco-friendly soap called 7th Generations or 7th Generation, something like that. You get it at Target. It works great, so I wash it every single time. Every day I'm out there in my backyard washing these water bowls from their enclosure, and then putting them back, filling them up with a 5-gallon bucket. But yeah, I just wanted to touch on that because you can spread whatever the hell's in their water straight to your dishes, straight to your kitchen sink, so you don't want that. Could be some nasty shit in there. Excuse my language. So let me show you Odin real quick. I'm just going to show you the issue with his weight and show you what I was talking about as far as his skin being real tight. So let's see what we got here. Odin, you want to come out, bud? You want to come out, buddy? Come here. Ah, that's my boy. What's up, buddy? Come on. Come here. You got to come out for YouTube. Come on. I know you're going to be right here. You're all right. You're all right. So here's what I'm talking about. He should have some wrinkling down his sides. He's not going to cooperate, of course. But you see how tight his skin looks? You see how big that belly is? Look at that. That's huge. I don't know if you can see it, but up on the sides here, he should have some serious wrinkling going down. It should look like that normally when he's straightened out. Don't let your monitor get too fat like Odin here. Sorry, bud, I didn't mean to put you on blast, but I love you. Alright, you guys, that should do it.